So the interesting thing about testing the slow speed of trains is you can test the loco's capability, compare old and new, 5-pole motors, 3-pole motors, that sort of thing. You can also test the relative differences in your track, and you can also test the relative differences between controllers. Now, in this first example, I'm going to test a 2010 model, I think it is, which I assume has got a 5-pole motor in it. I'm not sure. It's a Hornby Railroad Hunt Class D49, and I'm putting that with a standard Hornby controller and a piece of pristine track, just track on its own. And let's see how slow that can go, and that will show us its slow speed response, and this helps us determine how good this train will be at slowing down slowly into stations and pulling off slowly as well, and gently, and therefore more realistically. So this is this combination, and then we do a comparison after that. Okay, so it's a little jerky, isn't it? It's not very smooth running. So this seems this train's optimum creep speed, where it's reasonably smooth. It does 1 wheel revolution every 6 seconds. Not particularly slow, slow enough. Now this is a Gauge Master controller, rather old one, so it might not be as good as newer ones, and this is with the same Hornby D49. The track is similar in performance, although this one is hard ballasted, so that may be making a difference. As you can see, this is very jerky. I would say it's even jerkier actually with this track and controller combination. It takes about 7 seconds for a decent wheel revolution again. Not ideal though. I was expecting this Gauge Master controller to do more than that. Test 2 is using different locos. So this is with my HM2000 controller and a 9F Hornby Railroad machine, and this returned a really good time on my ballasted foam track of 34, nearly 35 seconds per wheel revolution, so I was very impressed with that. Very slow running. Of course the 9F has an advantage over the Hunt class in that it has a longer wheelbase, so better pickups and pickup capability. The A4 was the greatest of them all. It was over a minute, 64 seconds per wheel revolution. So why do this? Well, it's a bit of fun, but also I've found out that regarding controllers, my Hornby HM2000 controller outperforms the standard Hornby controller, and the standard Hornby controller is similar to old Gauge Master controllers, which did surprise me. I thought the Gauge Master controllers were really good. I do suspect though that a new Gauge Master controller would be similar in performance to an HM2000, but I haven't had the chance to test that yet. As far as tracks go, I found ballasted foam stuck onto pristine track works as well as pristine track on its own, but hand ballasting onto track tends to dirty up the track, and then I can get pickup problems and all sorts of other issues, and they don't run quite so well. As far as the trains go, the trains that are longer with more wheels and more pickups, obviously they outperform the smaller trains. They have a much smoother take-up of the power. So which locomotives run the best? Well, for me, it was the A4s, and that's lucky really. They're the ones I like the most.